Golden sunlight on the coast, palm trees moving with the wind, highway stretching toward the ocean as another night begins. Driving slowly past the shoreline, windows open to the breeze, radio songs and distant sirens, blending with the rolling sea. Billboard lights above the boulevard flicker through the evening haze. Every mile across the city pulls me deeper into thought. Now the sky begins changing colors, purple drifting into gold, and the weight I carried lately does not feel as heavy now. Velvet skies over California, shining through the night. Every road beside the ocean feels alive tonight. Velvet skies over California, moving soft and slow, like a dream across the coastline only travelers know. Lake cafes beside the harbor, silver glasses catching light, people laughing near the water under warm electric signs. There were years I spent running, trying hard to outrun fear, but the ocean after midnight makes everything feel clear. Morning waits beyond the mountains, clouds drift softly through the blue, and the silence of the freeway feels connected back to you. Velvet skies over California, shining through the night. Every road beside the ocean feels alive tonight. Velvet skies over California, moving soft and slow, like a dream across the coastline only travelers know. I can hear the waves below me, far beyond the canyon roads. Every light along the hillside feels like somewhere I belong. Now the dawn begins arriving, silver clouds begin to glow, and the sunlight on the water pulls me toward another home. Morning birds above the shoreline, golden colors fill the sea. Every mile behind me slowly turns into serenity. Velvet skies over California, shining through the night. Every road beside the ocean feels alive tonight. Velvet skies over California, moving soft and slow, like a dream across the coastline only carries me beyond the night. Evening settles on the rails, golden light begins to fade. Silver smoke above the station drifts across the empty lane. Passengers beside the windows, watching cities pass below. Coffee warmth against the cold air, while the countryside moves slow. Old reflections in the glass, mixed with lights along the tracks. Every mile beyond this town feels like leaving something back. Now the distant sky is changing, orange turning into blue, and the silence of the journey pulls my thoughts back close to you. The last sunset train carries me away through the fading coastal skyline. At the end of day, the last sunset train moves beneath the rain. Every memory beside me feels alive again. Small towns glowing in the valley, street lights waking one by one, river waters turning silver underneath the falling dusk. There were nights we talked forever, watching stations drift behind. Certain moments keep returning like old songs inside my mind. Morning waits beyond the mountains, hidden somewhere past the dark, and the weight I held for years now starts dissolving from my heart. The last sunset train carries me away through the fading coastal skyline. At the end of day, the last sunset train moves beneath the rain. Every memory beside me feels alive again. I can hear the ocean breathing far beyond the railway lines. Every light along the harbor feels connected through the night. Now the stars above the rooftops slowly shimmer into view, and the motion of the train ride feels like something pulling through. Pass below, clouds drift softly through the glow. Every mile becomes much lighter as the darkness turns to dawn. The last sunset train carries me away through the fading coastal skyline. At the end of day, the last sunset train moves beneath the rain. Every memory beside me feels alive again. The last sunset train, morning starts to rise, and the sunlight through the windows feels warm against my eyes. Evening shadows disappear, silver Waves are rolling through the dark. Harbor lights like distant stars. Cold blue water meets the sky. Another night is drifting by. Driving slowly down the coast, watching cargo ships below. Windows open to the breeze, salt air moving over me. Old receipts inside the door, maps spread out across the floor. Every mile beyond this town feels like setting all fears down. Now the skyline fades behind me as the highway curves ahead, and the morning starts appearing, soft gold colors turning red. Miles beyond the harbor, I can finally breathe. Every road before me feels alive and free. Miles beyond the harbor, past the city glow, there is peace inside the motion only travelers know. Small cafes beside the docks, fishermen and ticking clocks. Morning boats begin to rise under pale awakened skies. There were nights I stayed awake, holding on to old mistakes, but the ocean keeps reminding nothing stays the same for long. Clouds are breaking over mountains, birds are moving with the wind, and the weight I carried slowly starts dissolving deep within. Miles beyond the harbor, I can finally breathe. Every road before me feels alive and free. Miles beyond the harbor, past the city glow, there is peace inside the motion only travelers know. I can hear the shoreline calling far beyond the winding lanes. Every wave against the rocks now feels connected to my name. There are stories in the distance, there are futures left unseen, and the sunlight on the water pulls me toward another dream. Morning clouds above the coastline, silver birds across the sea. Every mile becomes much lighter as the daylight reaches me. Miles beyond the harbor, I can finally breathe. Every road before me feels alive and free. Miles beyond the harbor, past the city glow, there is peace inside the motion only travelers know. Miles beyond the harbor, morning fills the sky, and the world beyond the ocean feels open and alive. Waves are glowing in the dawn, night reflections nearly gone. Harbor lights begin to fade as a brighter day awakens. Rain is falling past the lights, silver rivers through the night. Cold blue go places that I know. I found letters in a drawer, written in years and years before. Coffee stains and fading ink pull me deeper into thought. Late trains moving through downtown, people passing through the crowd. Every face beneath the storm feels familiar for a moment. Now the clouds above the skyline slowly start to drift apart, and the distant morning colors touch the corners of my heart. Letters beneath blue rain still carry your name. Every word we left unfinished moves through me again. Letters beneath blue rain falling through the dark, like reflections on the water, living in my heart. Taxi lights across the bridge, neon signs beside the mist. Ocean wind along the avenue pulls forgotten dreams to life. There were nights I drove for hours, trying not to think too much, but the city after midnight always brought your memory back. Golden light begins appearing through the clouds above the bay, and the weight I held for so long starts dissolving with the rain. Letters beneath blue rain still carry your name. Every word we left unfinished moves through me again. Letters beneath blue rain falling through the dark, like reflections on the water, living in my heart. I can hear the harbor breathing far beyond the waking streets. Every wave against the shoreline feels connected back to me. There are pages I stopped reading, there are roads I never crossed, but the sunrise over downtown shows me nothing stays completely lost. Morning birds begin to rise, soft gold colors fill the sky. Every mile beyond the rain feels lighter than yesterday. Letters beneath blue rain still carry your name. Every word we left unfinished moves through me again. Letters beneath blue rain falling through the dark, like reflections on the water, living in my heart. Letters beneath blue rain, morning breaks again, and the sunlight through the skyline helps me heal within. Rain is fading from the streets, morning air calm and deep. Silver clouds above the shore lead me somewhere new once more. Traffic moving through the rain, silver rivers down the lane. Street reflections drift below, like another life I know. was driving after midnight, past the towers near the bay. Radio songs and passing headlights, pulling old thoughts back again. Coffee cups beside the seat, faded maps beneath my hand. Every mile across the city feels like part of who I am. Now the clouds begin to open, soft blue colors fill the sky, and the weight I held for so long starts dissolving with the night. When the pavement glows under silver roads, every memory beside me moves slow through my soul. When the pavement glows past the midnight homes, there is peace inside the motion, like I finally know. Late night diners near the station, neon signs against the dark, people drifting through the crosswalks, carrying invisible hearts. There were dreams I used to chase, far beyond these crowded streets. Now the skyline feels much warmer as the morning reaches me. Golden light above the river touches every window frame, and the silence feels much lighter than the fear I used to name. When the pavement glows under silver roads, every memory beside me moves slow through my soul. When the pavement glows past the midnight homes, there is peace inside the motion, like I finally know. I can see the harbor shining far beyond the avenue. Every light across the water feels connected back to you. Now the dawn begins arriving, soft reflections turning gold, and the city starts awakening while the night lets go its hold. Morning traffic slowly rises, clouds drift over quiet hills. Every mile becomes much softer as the daylight settles in. When the pavement glows under silver roads, every memory beside me moves slow through my soul. When the pavement glows past the midnight homes, there is peace inside the motion, like I finally know. When the pavement glows, morning fills the coast, and the sunlight through the skyline feels warm against my soul. Traffic fading with the rain, open skies beyond the lane. Silver mornings calm and slow, guide me where I need to go. Snow is falling near the station, silver smoke above the trains. Streetlights shimmer through the cold like forgotten yesterdays. I still pass your favorite cafe every weekend after dark. Tables glowing through the windows while the city leaves its marks. There were letters in my pocket that I never sent to you. Certain feelings stay unspoken much gentler than the nights I knew before. Flowers left in winter, covered by the snow, still their colors keep surviving more than you could know. Flowers left in winter, waiting through the cold, like the parts of us still living deep inside my soul. Taxi lights along the avenue paint reflections on the rain. People moving through the crosswalks, trying to outrun the pain. I can hear the harbor breathing far beyond the crowded streets, and the wind across the water feels familiar next to me. Morning slowly fills the skyline, clouds are opening again. Every mile of hurt I carried starts dissolving in the wind. Flowers left in winter, covered by the snow, still their colors keep surviving more than you could know. Flowers left in winter, waiting through the cold, like the parts of us still living deep inside my soul. I remember late December, driving slowly through the hills, watching distant houses glowing under skies completely still. There are moments time cannot erase. There are nights the heart holds on, but the sunrise over frozen rivers shows me life keeps moving on. Begin awakening, clouds drift softly through the blue. Every frozen road behind me leads me somewhere bright and new. Flowers left in winter, covered by the snow, still their colors keep surviving more than you could know. Flowers left in winter, inside my soul. Flowers left in winter, now the ice has thawed, and the light beyond the skyline feels warm against my heart. Snow is melting from the streets, morning air calm and deep. Silver sunlight through the trees brings a sense of peace to me. Cold blue rivers in the dark, silver moon above the pines. Summer wind across the lake carries distant city lights. Driving north beyond the hills, past the sleeping countryside. Windows open to the air, stars reflecting in your eyes. Old postcards inside the seat, maps folded beneath my hand. Every mile along the road feels like part of something vast. Now the June, floating through the dark, like a dream across the water, living in my heart. Cabin fires along the shore, morning boats beside the docks, pine trees moving with the wind, clouds drifting above the rocks. There were feelings left unsaid long before this journey started, but the silence feels alive under skies this beautiful. Golden sunrise starts appearing through the cold horizon line, and the weight I carried slowly begins fading with the night. Northern lights in June, shining over you, every color moving softly through the midnight blue. Northern lights in June, floating through the dark, like a dream across the water, living in my heart. I can hear the forest breathing far beyond the lake tonight. Every reflection on the surface feels connected to the sky. Now the early dawn is rising, silver clouds begin to glow, and the road beyond the valley feels like somewhere I belong. Morning mist above the river, birds awakening the trees. Every mile becomes much lighter, carried gently by the breeze. Northern lights in June, shining over you, every color moving softly through the midnight blue. Northern lights in June, floating through the dark, like a dream across the water, living in my heart. Northern lights in June, morning breaking through, and the sunlight on the mountains feels completely new. Cold blue rivers turning gold, summer mornings calm and slow, northern skies above the land guide me home again. Streetlights shimmer on the rain, midnight trains call out again. Blue reflections fill the cars, clouds are covering the stars. People fading through the square, winter moving through the air. Coffee shops begin to close, neon colors burning low. I was walking near the bridge, hands inside my heavy coat. Every corner of this town pulls another memory out. Now the river keeps on moving under towers made of light, and the silence feels much deeper in the middle of the night, where the skyline sleeps. I still think of you. Every window glowing softly paints the city blue. Where the skyline sleeps, time moves Taxi tires on the crosswalk, old apartments shining gold, stories rising through the cold. There were dreams we used to share, flying high above the fear. Certain feelings never fade, even after years have changed. Morning colors start appearing through the clouds above the bay, and the weight inside my chest now slowly drifts away. Where the skyline sleeps, I still think of you. Every window glowing softly paints the city blue. Where the skyline sleeps, time moves slow and deep. All the roads we left behind us still belong to me. I can hear the harbor calling far beyond the avenue. Every light along the water feels connected back to you. Now the darkness starts dissolving into shades of silver dawn, and the streets begin awakening as another night is gone. Morning traffic starts to rise, pale gold colors fill the sky. Every mile and every year led me gently toward here. Where the skyline sleeps, I still think of you. Every window glowing softly paints the city blue. Where the skyline sleeps, time moves slow and deep. All the roads we left behind us still belong to me. Where the skyline sleeps, morning starts to bloom, and the light beyond the river pulls me somewhere new. Street lights fading one by one, clouds are opening to sun. Silver mornings calm and bright carry me beyond the night. Rain is falling down the street, silver lights beneath my feet. Taxi shadows drifting past, another evening moving fast. I was leaning by the train, watching water trace the glass. Every face became a blur, like old stories from the past. Downtown buildings glowing gold, people moving through the cold. Coffee, steam, and neon signs pull forgotten thoughts to life. Now the skyline feels much softer as the midnight traffic slows. There is beauty in the stillness only lonely travelers know. Moonlight through the glass brings your memory back, floating through the city lights like a photograph at night. Moonlight through the glass, time keeps moving fast. Still I feel you in the air, like your shadow waiting there. Late buses along the avenue carry strangers heading home. Every window holds a life, every heart a hidden road. There were nights we drove for returning home. Street reflections start to fade, morning trains begin again. Clouds are turning pale and gold as another day unfolds. Moonlight through the glass brings your memory back, flowing through the city lights like a photograph at night. Moonlight through the glass, time keeps moving fast. Still I feel you in the air, like your shadow waiting there. Moonlight through the glass, now the night has passed, and the sunlight on my face helps me leave the past behind. Rain is fading from the street, morning rhythm calm and deep. Silver skies above the town guide my restless spirit down. Late trains moving through the dark, fading headlights in the park. Cold blue rivers under skies, another season passing by. We were young and full of plans, maps and tickets in our hands. Every promise felt so near, like the future lived right here. Photographs inside the dash, coffee stains and movie stubs. All the places that we crossed, still return in waves of thought. Now the city glows behind me as the morning starts to rise. Every mile becomes a question floating underneath the light. The distance we carried still lives inside these roads. Every word unspoken follows where I go. The distance we carried moves slowly through my mind, like shadows on the freeway, fading with the night. Ocean air through open doors, salt and rain along the shore. Street lights trembling on the bay, pull forgotten dreams awake. There were moments we held close, certain things we never showed. Sometimes love becomes a line stretching farther over time. Golden clouds above the mountains turn the gray into relief, and the silence feels much softer than the fear I used to keep. The distance we carry still lives inside these roads. Every word unspoken follows where I go. The distance we carry moves slowly through my mind, like shadows on the freeway, fading with the night. I can feel the air get warmer as the day oceans turning gold. Morning winds across the highway guide me gently toward home. The distance we carry still lives inside these bones. Every word unspoken follows where I go. The distance we carry moves slowly through my mind, like shadows on the freeway, fading with the night. The distance we carry no longer feels so far. Morning light is falling across my hopeful heart. Late trains vanish with the dawn, skyline colors moving on. Every road I travel through leads me somewhere bright and new. Blue reflections on the glass, traffic lights are moving past. Summer air beside the sea pulls another memory. We were driving out too far, following the distant stars. Windows down to feel the night, city fading out of sight. Your jacket resting near my hand, old receipts and travel plans. Every word we used to say still returns in subtle ways. Now the skyline turns to silver, morning starts to slowly rise. All the shadows lose their meaning under open painted skies. Fading colors above us, drifting into the dawn. Every moment between us still keeps moving along. Fading colors above us, soft against the horizon line. Even after the distance, your memory survives. Ocean waves beside the road, heavy thoughts become less cold. Radio songs and passing signs pull me deeper through the night. I can feel the years unwind like old film across my mind. Certain faces disappear, certain feelings stay sincere. Golden sunlight through the clouds now touches every passing hill. There is beauty in the leaving, there is peace in standing still. Fading colors above us, drifting into the dawn. Every moment between us still keeps moving along. Fading colors above us, soft against the horizon line. Even after the distance, your memory survives. There were dreams we could not follow, there were roads we never crossed. Still the night became a teacher, showing me what mattered most. Now the wind moves through the canyon, carrying away the weight. And the sunlight on the dashboard feels enough to heal the pain. Clouds are floating away. over water. Birds are circling far away. Every mile becomes forgiveness with the coming of the day. Fading colors above us, drifting into the dawn. Every moment between us still keeps moving along. Fading colors above us, soft against the horizon line. Even after the distance, your memory survives. Fading colors above us, turning gold inside my eyes. Somewhere past the disappearing, I begin another life. Morning settles on the sea. Light becomes a part of me. All the nights that led me here slowly vanish with the fear. Streetlights fade behind the rain. Morning colors call my name. Silver roads beneath the sky. Another night is drifting by. Headlights moving through the hills. Coffee, warmth against the chill. Every mile rewrites the past, trying not to drive too fast. Windows framed in coastal blue, old reflections breaking through. Pictures sleeping in my mind, moments that we left behind. The horizon opens slowly, golden light across the sea. I can feel the weight get lighter, breathing deeper endlessly. Silver roads at dawn carry me beyond. Every fading memory turns into a softer dream. Silver roads at dawn lead my heart along through the colors of the sky. I finally feel alive. Billboards passing one by one, shadows disappear with sun. Ocean air and open lanes wash away the distant pain. There were nights I could not sleep, holding thoughts too hard to keep. Now the silence feels like grace, morning light upon my face. Every mile becomes forgiveness, every cloud begins to clear. I can hear the world awaken like a song meant just for here. Silver roads at dawn carry me beyond. Every fading memory turns into a softer dream. Silver roads at dawn lead my heart along through the colors of the sky. I finally feel alive. Mountains glow in amber light, birds are rising through the sky. All the things I could not change slowly drift like passing rain. I don't need to run forever, I don't need to hide away. There is peace inside the motion, there is warmth inside the day. leaves beside me. Every turn becomes a sign, leaving heavy years behind. Silver roads at dawn carry me beyond. Every fading memory turns into a softer dream. Silver roads at dawn lead my heart alone through the colors of the sky. I finally feel alive. Silver roads at dawn, now the night is gone. In the calm of morning light, everything will be alright. Streetlights fade into the blue, open skies and brighter views. Silver roads beneath the sun, a new day has just begun.